The clock ticks, a relentless metronome to Alex's perfectly ordinary life. Sunlight streams through the blinds, striping the beige walls of his apartment. He makes coffee the same way every morning. He ties his shoes a double knot, just like always. But today the silence is different. It's filled with a low hum, a whisper just at the edge of hearing. Is this really all you are? The thought isn't his own, yet it blooms from the center of his mind, a foreign and critical voice. He shakes his head, dismissing it as a lack of sleep. But the voice lingers, a cold presence in the quiet corners of his routine. The city outside his window moves on, oblivious to the subtle fracture in his reality. The voice grows bolder, a constant companion in his solitude. It's there when he's at his desk, second-guessing his every keystroke. You're going to fail, they all see it. It's there when he tries to sleep, replaying forgotten moments from his childhood, twisting them into sources of shame and regret. He remembers a broken toy, a friend's tears, but the voice supplies a new malicious context he can't recall. His world shrinks. He stops answering calls, lets messages pile up. The faces of strangers on the street seem to mock him, their smiles turning into sneers. He draws the curtains, locking himself away, but the isolation only amplifies the voice, making it the only thing he can hear, the only reality he can trust. His paranoia leads him to a dimly lit office, the nameplate on the door reading, Dr. Eris. The psychiatrist's calm demeanor is a stark contrast to the storm in Alex's mind. It's not just thoughts, Alex insists, his hands clenched. He's real. Dr. Eris nods patiently, but the voice in Alex's head scoffs. He thinks you're crazy. He's just like the rest. A desperate argument erupts, Alex pleading with the doctor while simultaneously fighting the invisible entity. Tell him what you did, Alex screams, pointing to an empty chair. The voice, no longer a whisper, thunders in his consciousness. You want the truth, Alex? You locked her in the closet. You were just a boy, but you did it. You left her there. The memory, brutal and raw, crashes over him. He sees a small wooden door, hears faint cries. The weight of it shatters his composure, and he collapses into sobs, a man broken by a truth he never knew he carried. As the echoes of his breakdown fade, the world comes back into focus, sharp and cruel. The psychiatrist's office is gone. The leather chair, the mahogany desk, the patient face of Dr. Eris, all have dissolved into thin air. Alex is alone, kneeling on the cold floor of his own empty living room, the curtains drawn tight against the afternoon sun. The room is exactly as he left it, a prison of his own making. A chilling clarity washes over him. There was no Dr. Eris. There was no one to hear his confession. The critical voice, the patient doctor, they were just different rooms in the fractured architecture of his own mind. He looks at his reflection in the darkened window, a stranger staring back, and for the first time he hears only silence. The battle is over, but he's not sure who won.